to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you're new here, hi, welcome. To like this video, also hit that subscribe button down below. That way you are notified every single time I make a new video. For today's video, you guys, it's going to be a do-it-yourself baby breast milk soap. It's not by any means my idea. I actually saw it on TikTok. I will post either like a video clip here, or the person that I was inspired by, she shared how she makes her own breast milk soap. And also my son's back there if you hear him. She shared how she does her own breast milk soap, and I was super inspired to try making it myself because I do use a lot of breast milk for my son's bath since he does have eczema and suffers from extremely dry skin. I thought, hey, breast milk soap would be awesome to make. You know, I do have my stash of milk already in the freezer. If you want to know how I built my stash, I will link a video here. I've made about 2 videos on how I make my stash and also how I keep my breast milk supply up. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the ingredients.
So starting off with the video, you guys, I used this clear glycerin soap. I purchased mine off Amazon. It has the instructions here. I like this one because it has aloe vera already in it. The silicone liners, I also purchased them on Amazon. I have some thawed out milk and also some oatmeal, a lavender essential oil, and some food coloring that you will see later on in the video did not go as planned. The essential oil that I used, guys, it is safe for topical use because I didn't know this, but not all oils are the same. Not all oils that you buy are like top grade or whatever, but I found this one on Amazon and it had high reviews, so this is the one I purchased. Everything that I used and bought was from Amazon. I will link it down below, that way you can purchase it yourself. And I took out the soap out of the packaging and it said to cut into small cubes. I should have used a better knife because it was really hard to cut. And also the instructions said to like heat for 30 seconds on the microwave and then 15 seconds after that until it was completely melted. I just felt like it was taking too long, so I kept doing 30 seconds and stirring it, 30 seconds and stirring it. But yeah, it looked really cool. This part was fun. I really like the color. I actually saw on YouTube there's different ways that you could add color to soap. I didn't know that. I was thinking the food coloring would work, but for some reason this food coloring was powder, not drops, so that kind of bummed me out. So now that the soap is completely melted through, I went ahead and added in my breast milk. And like I said, there wasn't like specific instructions on to how much breast milk to add. You kind of just add in as much as you want. I added in 10 ounces in total. I felt like that was the good amount in for the 2 pounds of soap I used. I just stirred until it was like well combined. Then I added in the lavender oil. I think lavender just goes so good for any sleepy time. It's relaxing, and my son does love lavender. Since he was born, I've been using lavender drops and soaps for him, so I knew that this would be perfect. I wish I would have added more than 5 drops though. That way you can actually smell it a little bit more. I used about half a cup of dry oats, and I just stirred it to well combine. And then you are ready to start putting it into your silicone liners. And Amazon had some really cute silicone liners, like different designs and stuff, but the heart, I just think it looks so cute, and it's perfect for, you know, for a breast milk soap because it comes from mom and it's all about love. Yeah, and it's messy, you guys. I added a little extra oats at the bottom, but regardless, the oats in the soap settle and they will go down, so it will be like nice formation at the bottom. It'll have a pretty design because of the oats in the soap. But yeah, so I really enjoyed doing this. It was really fun. I think I want to do another one and try a different type of food coloring, or maybe look into different ways to color the soap. I really want to make like some blue soap or green soap or something like that, something fun. I want to see if I can find a tear-free option because, like I mentioned in the video, this is not tear-free. I tried it out myself and it burned my eyes, so just careful on that, guys. If you try to do this, after this, I think I waited like 20 to 30 minutes just to let it set. And once it's set, I went ahead and moved it into the fridge and I let it sit in there for about 4 hours just because I was like doing stuff around the kitchen. And that's when I decided to take them out and put them in the freezer, which you'll later see in the video. So here was after a few hours. As you can see, they look so pretty already. Now you can use them like this, but they would only be good for 4 days if you use them like this fresh, because they are not 100% cured is what I found online. In order for them to cure and not go bad, it needs to be in the freezer for a month. That way all the ingredients in them can just kind of harden. And I don't know why I wrote the wrong date. I'm like a week ahead, so ignore that. So yeah, if you want to use one, which I am using one, I'm only going to be using it for 4 days because then after that it goes bad. So
this is how the little soaps turned out. Let me show you guys. I have it on this foil because I actually used it to wash my face because I wanted to see if it was tear-free, because a lot of baby soaps are tear-free. So I was like, I wonder if this is tear-free since it's like organic glycerin soap, and it is not. So careful when you are going to be washing around your baby's face. If you do, I usually don't even use soap for my son's face. I just use like a washcloth with a very like little residue of whatever soap is left. But I don't. I usually kind of like cover his face. Go ahead and see if it's tear proof, and it is not. Now in the video you will see that I made 2 batches. I was hoping to use food coloring on one of the batches that I made. I wanted it to be like a baby blue color since my son is a boy, and I was like, I thought it would look so cute. But I guess I didn't pay attention when I grabbed the food coloring. It was actually food coloring powder, and I've never used food coloring in my life. So I was like, okay. So I poured it into the soap. Nothing happened. It just kind of like clumped up into the soap. You can see like the blue spots. So that's going to be a test. That was basically my test batch. It's super cute. I love how the oatmeal kind of just like fell to the bottom of the soap. It settled and it just looks so adorable. I chose the heart shape because that's what I saw in the video, and I thought it looked so much cuter. Anyways, now the only thing about this soap that kind of sucks is like it has to be cured in the freezer for a month. Now she didn't put on the video, and I have been searching on how to cure the breast milk soap because breast milk does go bad. So I was like, how does it work? I cannot find any information, but in the comments she did say that she puts it in the freezer for a month. That way it cures it and it does not go bad. Because if you use it freshly made like this one, it would only last 4 days, which this is a lot of soap for 4. Oh my God. Sorry. This is a lot of soap for 4 days. So I don't think I'd be able to finish this bar of soap in 4 days, but regardless, I'm gonna just use this one for myself to wash my hands or whatever for the next few days, just to keep testing it out, see if it over dries my skin or anything like that. I use the specific soap I bought. It said that I already had aloe vera already in it. I was gonna use some for my own plant, but you can do that yourself, or you can add some vitamin E oil, coconut oil, whatever hydrating oil you would like. I personally don't do well with coconut oil, so I don't use that for my son. But since it already had aloe vera, I thought it was fine. And the breast milk is what's hydrating the most. And the oatmeal, also I used about 5 drops of lavender, and you can barely smell the lavender. I wish I would have used more. I was scared to use too many because I had seen some comments on other videos on YouTube of making breast milk soap saying that the soap would not get hard, and it was because they used way too much of the drops. So I guess you have to kind of play around with it. But overall, I really like the soap. It was quick. It was super messy, you guys. Whenever I was melting it down on the instructions, it said melt it down for 30 seconds and then 15-minute intervals, and I felt like that was taking forever. So I was doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and it took about a good 3 minutes to completely melt through. It looked really cool when it was in the melting process. My husband was like, oh my God, it looks like you're melting ice. That looks so cool. It really did, but it just took forever to kind of like melt down, and I was constantly stirring it. So So after that, I let it sit for a few minutes, and that's when I poured in the breast milk. Now that was the other thing online. I couldn't really find exactly how much breast milk to add. I just did it basically on instinct, kind of like the same way I do it when I do it for his milk bath, enough to see until I feel like it's milky enough, you know, where it's not completely see-through, but you can actually see that there's something in there. That's the same thing I do when I do milk baths for my son. I just pour enough milk till I feel like you can actually see the milk in there. And this week's post notification shout out is gonna go to my friend Zayda here on YouTube. Thank you so much, girl, for leaving me love on my latest videos. I appreciate it so much. Her channel, you guys, is so motivating, and I love her channel. She's the cutest. She's also from Houston. She is a vlogger, and she's just like perfect for motivation. She makes you want to get up and organize your life. And I love that she's so raw and honest, because she also shows when she's not feeling her best. She's also showing you that even though you're feeling crummy like that, get up and go. So thank you so much, Zaida, for always inspiring me and for showing love to me. And I will always show love back. If you want to be shouted out in my next video, leave a comment down below, and I will see how this one works out for me and my son. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.